Pudge, what time is it?
It's time for the Chubby Guys podcast.
Woo!
Tyler, go. We're live.
Here we go. Hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, that's one thing that we've we've screwed up a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
It's a learning process. I mean, it's a good thing we don't release blooper shows. I mean,
You guys should.
they kind of just go with us, man. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, we just go right over them every time. So
I think last week it was a water bottle. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a water bottle right in front of that camera for about the first 20 minutes.
Perfect.
And did you remember I got up and got it? And I was like,
I was wondering what the hell you were doing.
yeah, I just had to get,
yeah.
I caught it and I was like,
Yeah.
It's the worst feeling, man.
It's horrible,
The worst.
Well, and the problem is, man, you can't. Hey, guys, try the beardedpup.com. Some of the best men's grooming products available on the market. I'll tell you, I have been a big fan of men's grooming products my entire life. And his post-shave balm is the best that I have ever used in my 48 years. Complete facial moisturizer. You can use it on your arms, face, legs, wherever you want. The cologne at thebeardedpup.com will have your wife all over you. Guys, it's real easy. Just go to thebeardedpup.com, pull out your phone. It's really easy. Very interactive website. You can get on there, order a sample pack of any different product that you may want to try. I am here to tell you, this is Chubby Chad endorsed. I think that it is the best products on the market. Beardedpup.com. Get your phone out and go see it. When you're doing a podcast like this, it's so hard to put it back in the bottle and then be like, all right, now let's reshoot from go and let's say what we said.
Yeah.
it's impossible.
You can't do it.
No.
I mean, you know.
we learned that with
if you're
Colby.
doing it. Yeah. Oh my God. We had a great podcast with Colby.
One of the
Likens.
best.
You know Colby?
I don't think I do.
Oh man. I mean, it was probably one of the best ones we
Just
had.
top 10.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Got
it was
into
back when
religion.
we were doing like a long thing, and he had studied a lot of different religions of the world. I mean, just different. I mean, it was deep.
Yeah.
It's probably good that we
Why
lost
did
it.
we lose that? I forget.
We didn't have we weren't recording.
We didn't record a damn thing.
Yeah.
I didn't hit that button at all, did I?
Well, something we hit. We didn't have something. I don't know. Didn't have any sound.
Happens to the best of us, man.
Yeah.
We all do that.
Yeah.
So, Tyler, this is why we need you.
Yeah.
It's stressful. I used to. There we went. How long did we go without Tyler? It wasn't Tyler. It was a while.
It was about a month or 2-3 months.
Hell, he had COVID every time we turned
Yeah,
around.
I mean the man was like a COVID magnet.
He's a genius, but he's very COVID susceptible.
very COVID sensitive.
Bad immune system.
Bad
yeah.
immune system.
Yeah.
Well, he's too skinny.
Yeah.
You know, we keep telling you, embrace the chub.
Yeah.
We got we got some new merch out.
Yeah, we
wanna tell
do.
people
Yeah,
about
I
real
mean,
quick.
I want everybody to go
Check
to
out these hats.
Yeah, I mean, we're wearing the hats right now. I mean, go to our
New
website
that Tyler designed.
that Tyler designed.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's the chubbyguyspodcast.com. Go check
go
it
to
out.
our Facebook links and our
Yeah,
Instagram
yeah, we got
links.
links on everything. I mean, you can link off of any one of our shows. You can go right to it. And
Did you see that shirt Prater shared today?
oh man,
He's rocking the chub
Prater.
gear.
Yeah, I saw that.
You good, Praters?
I do.
I figured you were.
I'm starting
Prater
back up Saturday.
Okay.
So
All right.
I thought
Yeah.
it was. I thought it was good. The man selected a real nice color there, man. He looks.
Dude, every time I see a picture of Prater, it's like he paid somebody. Does he have an entourage now?
I was going to say, does
don't
somebody
know.
follow him around with a professional camera or
Yeah,
something?
him and Ryan were in that cornhole picture. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
said, "My God, this looks like page 5 out of Men's Health."
It does.
I mean,
Yeah.
Prater. I mean, where's he get his clothes?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, we need him to model several of our.
Oh, gee
clothing.
whiz.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, he's got those good-looking tattoos, man, and I mean, he's in tremendous physical condition.
Is
And
that
I
is
mean,
that his goal? Is that what he's trying to be, a male model?
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, I'm sold.
I'm sold.
I mean, hey, he's in.
He's in.
I mean, but guys, go on our website, check out the merch. I mean,
Yeah.
we're proud of it. We got a good
Prater's
line
order
there.
was there in less than 7 days, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get it to you in a week. We're working it out right now. I mean, but you'll get your stuff.
Those hats are fire. Yeah.
That-
You like
I'll have
that?
to give me one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
for
You know,
sure.
we design all of them. That's you're into this world, man. But like it's tough to know, and I mean we're kind of like, well, if we like it,
Right.
Yeah, and we've gone kind of broad scale. We've tried to put stuff on there that we wouldn't necessarily,
Yeah, I'm not
buy
gonna wear that parka.
No, but but man, like that camo hat that we just put on there, damn, that thing looks nice.
Those trunks are sweet, dude.
Oh, my swimming trunks.
I haven't seen the trunks yet.
We got a pair of swimming trunks with our logo on it. They're awesome.
Tyler did those. He designed those.
Yeah.
And he got kind of wild. Chad and Mike Davis told me this years ago that I was the most boring person, like the way I dress.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see it. I think
This
you
is
look nice.
real wild for me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and he was right. I'm a flat colored shirt. Just one color.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. With all the dots.
Yeah.
It's got not me.
Yeah.
And I'm just real plain, and I don't think you're much out of the box of that. I
Yeah,
mean, we're
pretty plain, dude.
big dudes can't go real loud with colors.
Now, what? Like, if you guys would go to one of my work like shows or something, you'd probably be like,
Oh, will you do it?
I mean, I don't know, man. I gotta say, like,
you pulled some breaded shoes.
Oh no,
You ain't old. What do we call him?
Bojangles. No, not at all. I'm more of the I spend too much money on work clothes. Let's put it that way.
You going in all dapper now?
Yeah.
I mean,
What,
when
you
I'm
like
there,
an
I'm
Express guy, Banana
Well,
Republic?
yeah,
Chubbies can't go there.
No, I can't. No, not stuff like that. But like, Johnston and Murphy shoes. Shoes are important.
Well, you're doing Johnson and Murphy. I'm in Clark's.
Yeah, no, I like those too,
Dude, I have a pair of tan Clark's I've had forever. I can't
good.
kill them.
That's why those Johnson and Murphys. I mean,
they?
they're expensive, but like, dude, they're the best shoes you can get.
What's the deal with Cole Haans?
Oh, they're made by Nike.
That's what I thought. They were made
I
by
like-
And
I have
they're
a pair of those.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like
they're
those.
unbelievable. I've had a set of those.
I had a pair, but early on.
Yeah. And then like every now and then, now this company, I don't think we're doing this, but I really have got into this look nowadays where you wear like the dress jeans with a button down and a blazer. Ooh. It's it's to me, I mean, I like that look.
Sockless?
And this is- Oh no, socks on my feet, dude. I don't want.
You're not going penny loafers.
No, dude, I have blisters, man. I'm not into that.
My feet will be busted out the top of those.
I'm not, dude. Dude, when you're rocking my physique, you cover as much as you can. The nice thing is, like places like that are air conditioned, and when guys.
What
like,
are you saying?
Well, no.
Web?
Well, no. Guys,
See how you got that low jab in?
You know what? I wasn't even thinking that, or I would have. But like, what I'm saying is, where I was getting at is like guys with our physique, like summer's tough on us, bud. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I always look forward to the first cool breeze that blows in the fall. It's
Hoodie
like,
season ain't bad.
yeah, bud. That's
flannels
what,
and
I mean.
yeah.
That's what I kind of call that personality season, because now all of a sudden, bud,
Now you
now
have a
they're not
choice.
judging. Yeah. It's kind of like, hey, look, man, I can rock this shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've got some
See,
coverage.
you don't know these trials and tribulations.
I got to
Stay in shape.
I love summer. I like the tight stuff, showing off my leg tat.
You can wear
yeah.
you can wear trendy stuff.
Yeah.
You ever noticed them models ain't lard asses?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, unless you're buying from a lard ass group. I
Yeah,
mean,
right, yeah.
Like XL.com, which is my go to. Like,
Well, we
Big
got
Eye or
'em
whatever
now.
it is. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. We're not going to have a site and not. Now, you may have to pay the fat tax.
Yeah, if you're 6X, that's 3 times the regular
Yeah.
shirt.
you guys have a fat tax?
Well, I mean, everybody does. We've
Yeah.
been
I didn't know
paying
that
our
was
whole
a
lives.
thing.
If you get anything larger than an XL, generally you're paying a fat tax. It's a
didn't
little
know
more
that?
expensive.
No, there's like a legit
a
fat
double.
tax.
I mean, that's what we call it.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like any shirt.
$3 a size.
Yeah, $3.
Like, so if it's a 2X, it's an extra 3. Usually, sometimes
Yeah.
it's 4 to 6.
That's
Yeah.
painful, man.
Yeah, and then triple X.
Triple X,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
8 to 12, and
Yeah, dude,
So-
I've been paying the fat tax since I wasn't even fat, dude. Like back when
yeah.
I was playing.
that's what
ball.
was fair about Huskies. Huskies didn't charge you.
No, jeans.
Man.
Now jeans, they won't kill you. On.
No,
it's
no.
shirts.
It's shirts.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
tops.
Where they'll kill you on with pants is how how wide they are all the way down. Like
Right.
that's the hard thing to find.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're just a lard,
You got to
ass.
look at it. You got to go with the relaxed fit.
Yeah.
But we get them back. We get them back at buffets.
Oh yeah,
We get them back at buffets.
yeah,
bud.
we win.
Yeah, because they don't make you step on a scale for you pay for your
All you
buffet.
can eat. Yeah. All you can eat.
I'm excited tomorrow. I get a new pair of shoes. I get Hoka's.
Oh, I'm looking into those, man.
I've never had a pair. I've been a Brooks guy, and my problem with the Brooks is they keep falling apart.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem right now, dude. I just got a brand. I've had a pair. This pair I think I've had for maybe 2 months.
And already starting to chip off the
well,
bottom.
they're just, I just don't like the way they're wearing, and they're a bit narrow, I think.
Yeah, you got to space out that tongue, don't you?
Yeah, and I was just talking, Rozzie's big adopter of the Hokas.
Is he?
Yeah, and I believe I'm going to try them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting a pair tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah, they'll be delivered tomorrow.
Okay, did you go on Amazon or did you go on their website?
Their website. Got it right off.
Okay, what'd you get, dude? How much were they?
It's not glycerin, but it's something with a G7.
Okay.
$97.
$97.
Like a Brooks.
Dude, that's not bad. Everyone I'm seeing, they're like 120, 150.
This is not the latest model. It's the next to latest.
I need
model.
to look down. Hey, and I'll tell you guys something else. Caleb might know something about this, being the athlete that he is. Have you guys ever heard of recovery shoes?
Yes.
Do you activate those by chance? Do you ever use them? Like they've got like this whole brand called UFOs.
Yeah, I've never used them.
I mean, like, it looks to me like a game changer. And Hoka also makes a recovery shoe. They're like flip-flops, okay, or slides. You can choose one or the other. But like they're super cushioned, and it's supposed to like relax your foot. Like if you've been standing all day working or something like that, or if you've just run or exercised, you put these things on and it helps relax your feet and ankles and leg muscles, man. I mean, they're coming up with everything.
I don't have,
and
any
I'm
more
going to
pairs
take
of
that
shoes
market.
I can fit in my house.
I'm going to take that marketing bait, dude. And I'm going to buy them.
What do you do? I mean, how you store? I mean, dude, between cowboy boots, tennis shoes, work shoes, muck boots.
Yeah.
Dude,
they're all over the house. Dude.
Are they?
I mean, I've
That's
got 2 or 3 sections, you know. But I don't. You know what? One thing I've gotten over, man,
is keeping.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm done with them, dude, out. You know.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, you know.
And you'll just take an old pair, and there's your new lawn pair.
Yeah.
Or you know, like right now, I'm wearing my ball field ones.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Like I'll take my old pair and move it over one, and then the one that was in that slot is gone.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you just
keep them in rotation.
Yeah. Because, man, honestly, are you really ever going to look in there and be like, I think I'm going to wear those?
It's nice to have 2 or 3 different pairs of shoes.
Well, but I'll go like different styles. Like I'll have work shoes.
Yeah, right. But you got one tennis shoe.
Well, no, I got a pair of Chucks, which isn't really a tennis shoe. I don't even know what the hell that is. It's not very comfortable. But you can wear those with shorts or jeans or anything. I got a white pair of Chucks now.
Chucks.
But I always have a pair of Chucks in the rotation: black, gray, white.
And you say they're not very comfortable.
Not really. I mean, you sacrifice a little bit of comfort for looking great.
Yeah.
My version of that would be those Twisted X ones.
There you go. There you go.
And those were phenomenal.
Yeah.
I still wear those.
Yes.
They've wore great.
Yes. And now I do like a shoe like that. I got big into buying the, I don't know, what is that called?
Would that be like what they used to call them? My dad calls them geek shoes. Boat shoes?
Boat shoes, kind of like that. Yeah, like
the
Hey Dudes and stuff like that.
I love Hey Dudes.
Yeah, that's a big one. I had a pair of those. I really like the Columbia ones, but I'm an old man, but it's like the Columbia fishing gear or whatever. They got like a slide on like that. Like and I like that. I've gone through a few. I normally get one pair of those in the summer. I'm shifting this year.
See, I'm a geek on like hiking boots and those too. I like that.
I got one pair of boots, and those things have been holding solid for
20 years.
Yeah, well, no, I've had them for about 4 or 5. They're I mean, you can wear them like when it snows. I wear they're LL Bean. I mean,
I got a pair of them. What's them rain boots? I call them rain boots, but they're
Tim's.
No, they're gosh, what's the ones that they got the rubber fronts?
Duck boots kind of thing?
Yeah, but there was
LL Bean makes those. Eddie Bauer does that.
There was a group of them that made them, not UGG, but there was some, Brad, I don't know, I'm trying to remember, but I still got them. They've been great. Sperry's.
Oh yeah.
Sperry's are nice.
Yeah. I mean, they've been a pretty well built boot, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I think that's a pretty good brand, man.
Yeah, they're solid.
Well, some of them is fashionable, but not functional.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And that's where now I've noticed the older I get, just like I'm bitching about these Brooks, and no offense, Brooks. I mean, you make a great shoe. I think you could do a little better, but I mean, I'm looking for max comfort at this point, dude. When I'm throwing on my running shoes, I want comfort.
I still go for the looks. Like I have a few that leave me with blisters all the time, and
But they look good.
they look solid. Yeah,
Whenever you're our age, if you were packing around this much weight,
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to do that.
I would agree.
No.
Well, blisters it's a game changer. It really puts you
Yeah.
back. Yeah. So.
Yeah, you're probably still in the hot shoe phase.
Yeah, I am. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know any of the brands you are talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So,
What do you wear?
Yeah.
I mean, I wear everything Nike. I wear Dunks, Blazers.
See, I have no clue. What's a dunk? Is that like Tim Duncan or
No, it's like a Nike Dunk. Like,
Oh, it's
that's
a
what
Nike-
they're called.
yeah.
It's a Nike brand, but
Basketball
they're called Dunks.
shoe?
No, a sneaker. Just like
okay,
a.
okay.
And then obviously I'm into the basketball shoes too.
Yeah,
Like I like the cool ones, colorful ones. You know.
Yeah.
So what are you wearing right now? Let's see.
Right now I'm wearing just Vapor Maxes, so really simple.
So you even know what those are? I'd just be like, I got my pair of Nike
Yeah.
running shoes.
I was
Yeah.
I was wearing my Dunks, but then I had senior pictures. So
Well, the bad
took
thing
them off.
about it, dude, is like I don't know if you're guilty of this. Like my wife buys like probably 90% of my stuff, dude.
yeah, mine is too. Yeah.
Like, and if I'm going to make a purchase or if there's something I like I kind of have to run it by her, and be like, hey, what do you think? Like, I think I need this, and then she'll pick them out. And
yeah, make the final call on.
like, what I'll do with her is be like, man, I really want a pair of those Hokas,
And then she'll go buy
size
your pair of
12.
Hokas. Yeah.
and she'll ask for no more feedback than that.
Well, Mindy will just say, just get on there and throw which ones you want in the cart.
Yeah,
You know, on Amazon or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah, well-
now they don't make those for like guys our age on purpose. They don't want us wearing those shoes.
Yeah.
They want you wearing. those
Yeah,
shoes.
correct.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
we're their target market.
Yeah.
You guys-
Yeah,
you guys
they're
aren't.
targeting us with the Cole Haans and
Yes.
a lot of stuff like that. Man.
You know, and that's kind of why, not why you're here, but that's we realized this earlier. That's what you're kind of into
Yeah.
is, and that's what we were talking about the Chubbies,
Yeah,
and what in the hell who is our market?
Yeah.
And that's what we were talking about. I mean, so tell you that's what I really wanted to kind of let you talk about.
yeah, a little bit is.
Just how you tell us about what this is that you're doing, man, because it's cool. I mean, I love your pictures.
Yeah.
Number one. So you started off photography, right?
Right. So I started off just doing my own thing with video, making some YouTube videos in the past in high school. Then I went to photography because that was what was making me the most money at the time.
How old are you whenever you're doing this?
When I started my YouTube channel, I was 13.
You started your YouTube channel
Yeah.
whenever you were 13. Did you do that? Were you doing stuff with the church too back in?
Yeah, I was just taking some pictures and stuff. So
I feel like your media was already going. But
Yeah.
at 13,
yeah, at 13.
with what kind of gear?
iPhones, $20 face cams. Like I would use my Easter money, go get me the cheapest face cam I could afford, right?
Your dad was helping you on some of that stuff too, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I had to mow grass for it.
Did
you know what I mean?
No, but I'm saying like learning the stuff. Did he help you do
No,
that? He
no,
didn't?
it was all YouTube self-taught.
You just started YouTube
Yeah.
on how to do it.
Yeah.
And took off with it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a content creator, so I do photo, video, social media management, consulting. I do it all.
That's what I was talking with Donnelly, and he's recently been on a pretty high up guy, on country music's bus, and I was asked to ask him about the day. I was like, what do you guys do? He's like, we went and we passed football, but he had to go do like a 3-hour content session.
Yeah.
And I was like, gee whiz. I was like, and I mean, they have to, don't they?
Yeah. I mean,
It's scheduled.
it's a job, man. 40 hours a week, if not
You
more.
were doing that. I didn't know this. You were doing it whenever I came through town. I saw you. I just didn't realize
Yeah.
it was you.
I mean, I got out of a senior picture session like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. So you're doing it all with that content
Yeah.
stuff. So are you trying to? So you're diving into the analytics. We kind of talked about that a little bit ago, but so you're trying to figure out, like you would take. Give me an example of this.
Okay.
Or give me an example on how you would take a company or like of a company or how you are going to use this.
Yeah. So, I mean, the goal for my business, CTCreative, is what we do is we
what
want.
it's called, yeah.
Yeah. We want to be a creative agency. So we want businesses to have good products, but struggling to sell it digitally. And we want to help them sell it digitally by promoting it with solid quality photo, video, and then management on their socials. Wow. That's my goal for CTCreative. So yeah.
What do you do about interacting as far as, do you do that like on behalf of people? Or do you just do the post? Or is that
I do everything. Like I do tons of packages. So I will do that if they select that package, but I also offer packages that just create the content. So I could just take photo and video and let them still do the post, you know, do the engagement. Because some people enjoy doing that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
man, I just noticed yesterday is my birthday, you know.
Yeah.
And thank you for the post, by the way.
Yeah.
a happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
And well, going through and trying to love and all the posts and I was telling Mindy, I mean, I was like, hey, and I read every one of them, man.
Oh, I know.
I loved them all,
and it's awesome. It makes you feel good, but you're like, damn, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot
Takes some
of
time. Yeah.
It takes a lot of time.
And then
to
I
do
always
that.
get scared to death that I'm going to miss.
Me too.
Miss
And
one,
I went
not
back
like
and
one. And you scroll, and there's always one in there, and you think, damn, man, what if I would have not caught that?
Oh yeah,
That one person's up there like, man, he liked all the rest of them.
I know. That's what.
Is this some bitch hate me? Or something?
It's like high school drama.
Yeah,
all over
I know.
again, you know?
Next thing you know, you got a DM.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, this shit like
Right.
Cool. Yeah. And I did the same thing, dude. I scrolled that list 10 times.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And then I've been trying to play catch up, and then I got caught up. And then it's like, okay, I'll attack these at a time, you know,
Yeah,
like
right.
10 at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, you know, like you take some of these guys, like take Cameron Haynes and like David Goggins. I'm sure you see those guys.
I've heard of them. I don't.
They're motivational, like old men.
If I saw the face, I would know. Probably.
Yeah, they're I don't want to say old men, but they're guys our age that are just pushing themselves. I mean, they're running in 100-mile races every weekend.
Going out,
I mean, they're nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But and they'll literally get on there and they'll comment on 300 or 400 posts or 300 or 400 comments. You know, because
I just wonder, but I bet somebody else.
Yeah,
is
they
doing
got
that.
employees for sure.
that are doing that.
Yeah.
100%. It ain't them.
Yeah, that can't be.
They're focusing on.
So
the
what do they
content.
do? Like how would you go about trusting somebody to answer on your behalf?
It's contracted. Like it's all legal. So I
No
mean, you
kidding.
yeah. I have a few contracts in place right now. So
That you're doing.
Yeah.
that?
So it's all-
So I've thought I've been cussing so and so, and it's been years.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. I mean, you think about this, man. I mean, you know, the last two guests we've had, Grant Masson. I hate to tie it up, but I mean, here's this guy in here now, man. Entrepreneurial.
How
Started
old
doing
are you,
this.
Caleb?
Started doing this when he's 13 years old.
20.
I thought she's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, 13 years old. I mean, you know, and not to mention, you know, I think before we get too deep into how your business tied in and what you're doing now, I mean, not a small part of this guy's life is he is an awesome basketball player.
yeah. Well, I want to talk about you transferring.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
Yeah, I
what
mean,
you got going
and I
on.
mean, your basketball story is amazing, dude. You started as a young kid.
Yeah, about 10 years old. At it
and
every
worked,
day.
Worked hard. I mean, how many days did you miss, dude?
I would take Sundays off usually.
Yeah,
For church, but
yeah.
I mean, other than that, unless I had a family event or a holiday.
Yeah.
That was probably when I first kind of saw you, as I watched you at the Convo, and you played your guts out.
Yeah, appreciate
You
it.
did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
you played hard, and I was like, man, that kid is a good.
Well, I mean, you know what was funny is I've seen occasionally. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like when you were really standing out there in high school and doing that, your dad and mom would occasionally post an old video of you when you were a little kid, and he's just sitting there with two basketballs doing all kinds of ball handling drills. Then you watch the kid handle the ball now.
Yeah.
Talk about a guy with handles. I mean, my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, I don't think this is the first time he's ever picked up a basketball. He doesn't just show up in October and say, "Hey, man, let's play."
No,
I mean, I think a lot of that like hard work just came from being undersized because like I wasn't going to make it any other way. You know
and
what I mean?
you played like that.
Yeah.
You played like that, just animal.
I wouldn't be where I am today if I wasn't 5'8". Like,
Is that right? Like,
yeah, 100%.
Like you think that like
if I had stuff given to me
Did you realize like early on, like, okay, I love this game of basketball,
at 10, I quit baseball and that's when I realized.
and you're like, okay, man, now I am a little bit undersized.
So I wanted to be in the NBA till I was like 14 and realized that wasn't going to happen.
Okay, yeah.
And then when I was 14, I was like, okay, you know, this isn't going to happen unless I, you know, work out every single day.
Yeah.
So that's when I got into it heavily.
And your philosophy was, I'm going to outwork everybody.
Yeah. 100%. And
Yeah,
if
play
I would have
harder.
had, if I would have had stuff handed to me, I wouldn't have developed that work ethic.
We've not talked to one of the any of those goats or any of them that just didn't have a tremendous work ethic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, and did it every day.
And it's with everything, you know, not just sports or, you know.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Right.
that stuff ain't easy.
No.
Well, and I mean, I think, do you attribute you're growing up in basketball and stuff like that to your success academically and in this YouTube thing, or vice versa, or
100%. Like and everything I do, it all stems from the work ethic I built through having to grind basketball every single day.
Okay.
So that's it.
And what flipped the switch, man?
When? Like what?
Like when you decided I'm gonna grind every day.
I mean, honestly, I remember like watching like a Steph Curry documentary when I was like 13.
And you're like, I just want to do what he did. I mean, it worked for him, so I'm gonna start doing it.
Then like those passions change like as you grow older. So it went from being the NBA to just wanting to get to college, then just wanting to get school paid for. So like it changed as I got older, but it all was, I still wanted to be a college basketball player, you know?
Right. My God, you did.
Yeah, I got there.
You did?
I got there.
Yeah. And now you're going, you're leaving Rio.
Yep.
You're going where?
Asbury University in Kentucky.
In Kentucky.
Yep. About 20 minutes away from Lexington.
You just here for summer?
Yep.
Well, that was a lucky message then.
Yep. I mean, I've been wanting to get on with you guys since like last year.
Yeah,
I feel like.
we've been wanting you to come on, you know. And then tonight I find out all this other stuff you're into, and it's like, oh man, this could be cool. Yeah. You know, Asbury's in where?
Asbury is in Wilmore, Kentucky.
Wilmore, Kentucky.
About 20 minutes away from Lexington.
Okay, on the other side?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, is that program, is it building or is it established?
Where are they basketball
right
heaven right there.
Yeah, it's
horses and basketball.
Yes.
Yeah, it's there, but we're building upwards as well.
Okay.
So like they got a solid program, but we also got, you know, bigger goals that I've talked to with the coach, and we got a bigger direction.
Well, and you've got 2 years of eligibility. Remember,
I got three because of COVID.
Okay,
yeah,
great. Okay,
man. What kind of basketball, like, you know, what was the major difference coming out of Jackson? And you played at a pretty high level here.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys went as far as anybody, right?
Right. Yeah.
And what was the difference in going to that into your college year as far as speed of the game, just overall?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was like a 3 times jump of being guarded by like different athletes. Like I was guarded by
getting an open look was probably
it was hard, man. Like I was going from, you know, the one thing I had going for me in high school was I could get by anybody and like dribble, and then I tried to do that again.
Oh yeah, you were a showpiece. You were a showpiece.
And then I tried to do that at college, and I was like, this ain't working. Like what do I do now? So I had to learn. I had to learn a lot of different things, and I would say just the athleticism was different, and then the 4-hour practices, man, like hit me like a rock.
Yeah.
I went from hour and a half after school playing video games the rest of the night to class, shoot around, lift, straight to practice, film.
Yeah.
It's like it was a grind and hit me.
Yeah.
And you had to.
Yeah. Like it wasn't optional. Like I moved in August 20th, I think, and then we got to it like the 23rd.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're there till March, get 3 weeks off, and then we're back at it in the spring.
Yeah.
It's nonstop.
I mean, between class and workouts, it's a 40-hour-a-week job.
Yeah.
It
easy.
Maybe more, like 50, 60 if you get on the road a lot.
You have to have a tremendous passion for the sport you're playing.
You do.
To do that, because I know I had days when I looked around campus, you know, I'm walking to practice. I'm looking around like, man, there's a lot of shit to do on this campus. I mean,
other than go
there's
lift.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people not going to practice.
Yeah, 100%.
Your buddies walk by with a keg.
I mean,
that looks fun, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever, man. They're just all talking like, "Hey, man, you guys want to go here? Want to go there?"
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, boy, I'd like to, but nah.
And I tell you what, it's not just passion either. You got to have a why, or you ain't gonna make it.
Oh,
Man, that's twice.
Yep.
Grant Maston, did you listen to that?
I did, but I didn't realize that he said that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's 2 of you. That's
It's identifying.
Who's
his
saying that
why.
down at the high school giving you that?
I don't know.
Anybody?
I wouldn't give Max the credit.
Max?
I said I wouldn't give Max the credit.
Max the credit?
No.
But talk about that, man. What's your why?
I mean, for me, like I said, it's changed so much.
Changes,
you know?
and it can, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it can. So like most recently, it was to pay for school.
Okay.
Now it's shifted. I just want to inspire one person every day. Like, so that's why I've kind of collaborated with my creativity as well, because that's how I feel like I can best do that is by creating content based around that.
I loved how you said, you know, you realized that you loved basketball and you loved creating content, and then you thought, well, how am I going to get time to do basketball and content? So you just threw them together.
Yeah, it's like, screw it, do both, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's
at the same time. So tell us a little bit about that evolution, man. I mean, what got you into this? like, did you kind of stumble on an opportunity?
Yeah,
where you do this, or
like I said, I started when I was 13. I just watched a lot of YouTubers and knew.
Let's go back to that.
Knew I wanted. Yeah, sorry. Knew I wanted to be that and inspire people and create. So I started doing it. Made video game videos.
13, you're making YouTube game videos.
And then around 16, I actually quit because I was getting teased in high school. Rightfully so. I probably would have made fun of me too for the content I was creating at the time.
You were getting teased about your content.
Yeah, like kids. My username was Saucy Keen at the time because it was just something funny my friends
Saucy
came up with.
Keen.
Yeah, I was the Sauce Keen, man. And
Dude, I bet kids are doing that. We don't even realize it. I bet kids are calling each other usernames at school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what happened in the hallways. I remember teachers playing my content in class, like just to get a laugh out of the class. And it was super embarrassing for me. Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. Like,
that's borderline illegal.
yeah. So I quit.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, I just started on the behind the scenes stuff. And then I stumbled upon an opportunity with a YouTuber named Destroying, who's at the time had 1.2 million subscribers, and got an editing gig with him and edited his videos for about 18 months. I just did that behind the scenes. We grew about 2.2 million subscribers in the 18 months and increased watch time by 20%. And that's when I just learned everything about creating. And that's when I was like, okay, I need to do this for me now.
Yeah. And did you come to a crossroads where you're kind of like, okay, do I need to choose like basketball in school, or maybe I need to do this YouTube thing all the time?
Yeah. So after my freshman year, I remember I was grinding, right? So I remember vividly, we were at a hotel, had a game that day. I was up at 5 o'clock in the morning in the hotel conference room, editing a video, finishing it for him.
Okay.
So I was grinding, and I remember that December of my freshman year playing, I got a job offer full time with this dude to move out to Scottsdale rent free, crazy amount of money for my age. And I was like, so now I got to choose, right?
Yeah.
So I was a little bit in a predicament, and I was like, how do I choose this? Like full ride scholarship, playing basketball, or doing the YouTube stuff full time.
Yeah.
And I ultimately decided to stay in school, chase that degree. And also I realized I want to create content for me. I want to make a name for myself. I don't want to work behind somebody the rest of my life.
Right.
So I thought it was time to start focusing on some of my own content.
Well, yeah, it's going, and you're killing it too.
Trying to, still learning, still got a lot of things to learn.
That's like when you had the realization, like, hey man, okay, how can I create content and grind at basketball? How do I grind at both? All right, I'll just make content about basketball.
Yeah, and it's been great. I've been at it consistently for a month again, and support's been crazy. Feedback's been great. Views have been good.
I talked to you 10 minutes in here before the show, and I was like, "Wow, this kid knows what he's talking about."
Well, thanks. I know this podcast's got to stay in for it, but I could literally talk about this for 10 hours at a time.
Well, yeah,
I love it.
So I liked how you was telling me about and I was telling you too about we've recently discovered about the analytics of this thing, and everybody knows that there's an analytics and there's an algorithm. And everybody knows that, but you're starting to get into that next level of finding out. It's like, how do you figure out what the algorithm?
It's
a guess.
I scare myself a little bit with how much I study it now.
Yeah.
How do you study an algorithm?
Watching the best of the best do it. That's they have podcasts. I research like crazy. I always stay on top of the updates. So it's just constant. That's my job, is I watch YouTube videos about how it changes and how to beat it.
So are you saying, is it a game of kind of imitating the best, or imitating's a poor word?
It's it's stealing what they got but making it your own. Right. It's like stealing.
Kind of watching what they're doing.
Yep.
And letting them kind of draw a roadmap for you.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
And I think I got a little unfair advantage because I got to work side by side with somebody like that.
Yeah.
And I also, it was part of my job was I had access to his channel. I was in there looking at analytics. So I saw when people dipped off the video. I saw when they peaked. So that was big for me because my job was, you got to look at that. And if it doesn't improve next video, you're gone.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to constantly.
Borderline songwriter.
Yeah.
If you don't write enough good songs, hey man,
you're done.
You're out of business.
And thankfully I never got cut, but it was, it was a daily grind. Like, people think I just get the footage, edit it, which takes hours at a time anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm also behind the screen looking at trends and statistics. And
How do you manage this time, dude?
well, my Google Calendar is helpful because I color coordinate everything. But I mean, you guys think about how long it took you.
Shopke's organized.
Yeah.
You guys think about how long it's like taking us to get together. Like, I don't have very many free days anymore.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I might have 2 or 3 hours like at a time that I can do something like this.
Right.
And still have somewhat of a life, because my girlfriend would not be happy if I
Yeah.
didn't make time for her.
I mean, do you like being busy like this?
I
do. You like the grind?
I don't like downtime. Like, if I have downtime, I'm like, feel like a failure. You know, like I didn't do enough.
I was having that conversation today, man. You know, you think it's good or bad to be too busy?
I don't know, man. I mean, I can see both sides. I mean, you've always heard the phrase, you know, or the quote, if you want something done, give it to a busy person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I kind of believe in that. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, once you, I'm a big proponent of conquering inertia. You know, like
With inertia.
that is a force in motion will remain in motion unless acted upon by an outside equal or opposite force.
Oh, listen to this. dude.
Wow,
Webster
science,
over here.
man.
I listen to
Chatty, that's
Mr.
what the
Bowman.
Webster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, but like, so what that is essentially saying is, if
moving.
I'm the guy and I'm sitting on the couch, you know, what's going to happen? Something's either going to push me off the damn couch, which needs to be in my head, saying, "Hey, it's time to go."
As you go. I mean,
you've got to overcome inertia, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I say it to my kids all the time, and they look at me kind of cross-eyed. But like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, you can't get too idle.
Yeah, I think you got to be balanced. Like, there's got to be a good
but there
balance.
has to be a time, like when you're on vacation,
You know, he's
or
20.
you just don't. Oh yeah, he doesn't have to be as much. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't mean it, but-
No, that's cool.
Dude, here's the cool thing. Like right now,
looked at me like-
we're talking. We're talking different phases. Like, you know, we've got families.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
time into your family. You got to do all this.
Right.
So we're just juggling different
Yeah,
different
for
balls,
sure.
right? But
Yeah.
like the nice thing, man. You're 20 years old. Dude.
Yeah.
You got energy. You're in great physical shape. You're playing basketball. You're doing all this. I mean, you don't have those external, you know, things to hold you back,
Right.
man. So go.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
I mean,
100%.
you know,
I wish I'd went harder younger.
Yeah.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
One of my goals is to retire. I will never think like I'll retire because I think I always want to stay busy.
Yeah.
But retire financially by 40.
yeah,
Like, that's one
dude,
of my things.
I mean, dude, that would be awesome. I mean, and you know, I got to be honest. When I was 13 years old, I wasn't doing shit.
No, I wouldn't either. I was collecting
Not
baseball
anything.
cards
Not
and
anything
productive.
towards anything that was going to matter in my career or anything like that. You know, I mean, I was washing cars at Colorado sales.
Yeah,
in the summer.
maybe
Yeah,
bailing hay
I mean,
at
I
that
was
time,
working,
maybe.
Yeah.
and then working real hard in the weight room and stuff like
How old
that.
are you at 13? 7th grade?
Eighth. Yeah. Because
Yeah, probably eighth.
I was a freshman the year after. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't doing much that age.
No, I mean,
sitting
I was
home in
having
summer.
fun.
Yeah, I was
going to
having
the
fun.
movies.
I was playing
Yeah.
basketball at Hillcrest.
Yeah,
Well.
But see, I was the opposite. Like, I really like didn't want to go out. Like, I was cool being locked in my room making videos.
Doing that. Yeah, okay.
Like,
You know, and that's not a bad thing, is it?
yeah. But honestly, sometimes I regret it. Like,
Do you?
yeah. Like, I wish I would have cherished some friendsps more.
Well, but if you look at it now, though, man, I mean, look,
Why
it's
can't
probably
you?
put you ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I was getting teased at this time, so
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah.
I was not
But
very.
you look at it like now, you know, there's a big push all the time, and I know you feel the pressure as a dad. I do too. It's like, man, do I just let my kids sit in front of a computer all day, or like, you know, do all that? But then I hear like, well, I mean, they're making videos, they're doing this kind of
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, that's kind of the future,
Dude, my
dude.
son's 8
you know?
years old right now. I hate even to talk about this on the show, but
Yeah.
he's 8 years old and he is obsessed with making content. He's
yeah.
upset. And
Good
now,
for him.
now I
Yeah.
know. Well, I mean, I know where he's getting it. Shit, look at us. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
he's sitting
Yeah.
here watching it.
Yeah.
And with me, he kind of always has. He's always kind of been in that entertainment. I'm not saying he's been in it, but you know, he used to
seen
get,
it.
he used to get
Yeah.
up on stage
Right.
with
Yeah,
me and
yeah.
stuff, and he played the App Festival with me and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's used to entertaining.
Yeah.
and he likes it. So I'm just kind of struggling. Like, man, he's 8, dude. Like, do I? I mean, now the other side of me, it's like, boy, I kind of wish I knew a lot of this stuff at age 8.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You look back. I mean, we were talking. We were going over to Hamden for a ball game last night. It was me, Millie, and me, Millie,
I can't
Abram.
even hear that now without laughing.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, not us. Yeah, we went to Hamden. So me, Millie, Abram, and Melissa are in the car, and I forget how the topic came up of what they wanted to study or something, like what they wanted to be. And Camille's like, I want to be a graphic designer, like a web designer. And I'm thinking, okay, when I was in the 5th grade, I didn't even know what that was. And I don't know if they even had those type of things at that time. I mean, they did. And then Abram was like, yeah, I want to do something content related.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are they hearing this?
It's crazy, man.
What did your dad do with you? You got a great dad. I know your dad.
Yeah.
He's a good
So
dude.
I mean, this is kind of a funny story. Like I did not like the outdoors. Like I was a weird kid for this area. Like at the time, especially,
You're not from here though, are you originally?
I'm from Wellston, so.
You guys, your whole family's from Wellston. Okay.
So we're around this area.
Okay.
I grew up here. So I was a different kid. Like my dad would get me to mow the grass, and I wouldn't mow the grass till he paid me because I was just always entrepreneurial.
That's what my kid.
Yeah. So I would be mowing grass,
negotiating how much he's going to pay for.
I made my first few bucks doing videos, and I quit on him.
Oh,
Said,
okay.
I don't want to do that anymore for money. I got something else. My parents both supported me like crazy. Okay, I've never, especially in this area, I've never seen a pair of parents.
So he didn't really scold you for saying, no, you're going to mow the damn grass.
No.
He said, knew where you were coming from.
Right. But it was like on me to buy my own video games, buy my own things. So if I could make the money, you're good to go, man. Like, do your thing.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, super supportive.
I'm really glad we're having this conversation because, I'm at that stage with Gibson. It's either I need to tell him to stop a little bit.
Yeah.
He's 8.
Right.
But I mean, it's just like last night we're shooting basketball. Dad, let's do a reel. And he's setting up his iPad.
Man, I don't think that's that bad.
No, I don't either. I don't either. But at the same time, it's like it's almost you can't do anything without having to do a reel. And it's like, hey, dude, I just kind of want to shoot basketball. Like, So speaking of this money, okay, so he had he'd had a bad few at bats or something.
Yeah.
Okay. And I was like, hey, no big deal. Didn't say nothing to him about it. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, I'll give you $10 every time you hit the ball. He's got out once.
That could get costly.
It has. It's cost me $70 last 2 days.
Ooh, man, I'd alter that.
Renegotiate.
Well, it's no big deal because I went to him yesterday, and I was worried, that I'd kind of sucked the fun out of it for him.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
so you're trying to reinsert.
Yeah, and I mean, I didn't, whatever. But I was trying to keep him happy. Well, his nana had told him a long time ago she'd give him $5.
Yeah.
And so I went over last night. I went to take a good hit, just walked over, and I was going to say it because I was way on the other side.
Yeah.
I said, hey, give good hit. And he turned around, but he didn't break nothing on his face, and he went $15. After the first hit, the first night, it was
there
like,
he goes.
And he's been keeping it in his head.
My God, don't tell Abram about that.
I told all.
I mean, I got my kid getting excited to go get like an ice cream or something after the game.
Oh no, I had to up it with Gib. Yeah. But he's wanting an iPod.
Oh, well, there you go.
And he's saving for an iPod.
Yeah.
There was a goal in mind.
Yeah.
He goes, I want that.
And that's the thing with my dad. It was always like, okay, but like it's your responsibility to buy the things you want. So like,
if
I wanted to something and I didn't have the money to make like creative money, I had to mow the grass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he always like supported the entrepreneur side of me.
Yeah.
And him and mom were the only people that did for the longest.
Okay.
Until I started making some real money and people was like, oh, this is a real thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been super blessed.
Yeah, I mean, great parents. I mean, dude. Hey, do you want to help develop your child's athletic ability? Or maybe you want to get off the couch and make yourself a little bit better. They earn the day at AP Prep. Look them up, apprep.info. Hey, are you a business owner looking for insurance coverage? Give this guy a call. You know him. You trust him. Jason Gillum, Gillum Insurance, 740-395-0190. They've never missed an event that you
So if you wanted a new GoPro, they said, we'll go buy you a new GoPro.
Yeah. Like it was on me. Like, no,
I
would
love that, Chris.
Yeah, I would get Easter money.
Great
like,
job.
Like I would get holiday money, but it was on me to save it.
Sure,
right?
yeah. Birthday money, holiday money. Yeah.
What a terrific lesson, though, in money management.
Well, isn't that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's been on my mind here a lot lately. As these kids get older, you kind of move into these phases.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, is my job to correct, or is my job to keep him in the lane, or is my job to, you got. I thought about this earlier. There's a role you got to roll,
right,
as the dad.
Yeah.
And I would argue that it's all those things.
It's a little bit of everything.
You're right. It's knowing when, and the good ones know when and when not.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm in that category, dude. I do the best I can.
There's times, man.
Don't get me wrong. He was hard on me, man. Like,
I see that. He was hard on you in sports.
I mean, he might kill me for telling this story, but I had to walk home in the snow one time in 8th grade after practice.
Really?
Because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I was being rude to people. Like, so he punished me too. But support wise, they've been solid, man.
Yeah. And that is a form of support.
Yeah. And I look back on that all the time, and I'm like,
you get mad about it.
like I don't get mad about it anymore. Like
you'll have a son one of these days be walking his ass home in the snow.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
There's always that part of, like, even us, we'll think of our dads, now that we're dads, and we're like, now I can remember doing this, but it's like, boy, whenever it happens, I just don't. Sometimes I do something different.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, now you got to watch that result.
See what happens.
Right. And that's cool to hear that story, man. Because for a 20-year-old dude right now, I was partying hard.
Yeah.
At 20 years old, I was getting her pretty good.
Right. And for me, it wasn't like, my parents did a pretty good job of never making me not be exposed to that environment. Like when I was growing up, right? They just informed me of like the consequences if I did that, right?
Right.
So you were raised in church.
Yeah. So I'm a Christian. That's part of me, and that's what I do. But like for me, I always got to make choices. I was never like told I had to not do something. So I just got to make choices, and I got to see some trends of people that would do that stuff, and it just wasn't for me. So I never got into it.
Right.
So,
right.
I've never had to worry about that really. And I'm fortunate to, kind of just be on a path I'm on.
It's been blocked out of your, not blocked, but I mean, you didn't allow it.
It doesn't interest you.
It's not good. It's not bad. It's just like,
you didn't allow space.
It's not for me.
It's not
right?
for you.
Yeah. It's not for me. And it'd
be no different if somebody came to me wanting to make quilts. It just wasn't in. I didn't allow that any space in my head.
Yeah, I mean, I just look at like, Caleb, I mean, my hat is off because I don't even know if my brain was mature enough at age 20 to have done anything productive as far as running my own business or something like that.
I turned 41 yesterday. I'm not real sure the cat ain't smarter than me now.
No, I guarantee you he is. He's far ahead of me. Thank God I'm not like graduating now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what the hell I'd do in this environment.
That's what's scary as a dad is just, how do you send these boys out to this world now?
Right.
And I'm sure our dad's thought the same thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's always changing, always evolving,
Yeah. So I mean, as far as these algorithms and stuff, so how many hours a day would you think that you are spending trying to learn these?
Just trying to learn the algorithm?
Yeah, or learn how algorithms. Are you trying to learn algorithms, or are you trying to learn how algorithms are made?
I'm trying to learn the new trends of the algorithms.
And then then are you trying to manipulate?
Yeah, kind of manipulate how the people are being successful, right? Through them. But yeah, I spend 2 to 3 hours a day watching podcasts or looking at Instagram updates or
I bet you're spending more than that. You don't even realize it. You couldn't gather that much information.
I take notes and I look back at it later. So yeah, you're right. But I spend 2 to 3 hours a day probably watching podcasts on it. I mean, I read a book like 30 minutes a day about it usually.
What time are you getting up?
Like 6:30.
Time you go to bed?
9:30, 10.
Is this you just past your bed?
It's late for me, boys. Like,
Now, when does basketball fit in there?
Everywhere in between. Like it's kind of weird. Basketball at the college level is so scattered. Like you're gonna have
never consistent time.
So I have to wake up 2 hours before my first class to get that time in.
Okay.
So that's what I do. That's my routine.
Man, you're even the high school sports now are working out pre-school. Hey guys, on behalf of the Chubbies, huge thanks to Geiger Brothers Construction. Give them a call at 740-286-0800. They've been great community supporters, and they are a friend of the Chubby program. So thank you, Geiger Brothers Construction. my God, as a parent of an 8-year-old with a family and moving through life, the best thing I ever did was download the McDonald's app. What a breeze. Order for your family. Pull up. They bring it to you. Easy. Download the app today from McDonald's.
A lot of them. Yeah.
And it's like, man, boy, they're getting these guys. I love that.
I kind of like it because then after school, you can either get some extra or forget it, go home.
Yeah. Getting her done early.
Yeah.
And most you said it a couple weeks ago on here. You see very people that's getting a lot done, doing it, that don't get up till 10.
Yeah.
Right.
I know a few guys that
there are some, and it depends on what line of work you're in too, man.
Yeah.
But
entrepreneurs though, I mean,
I mean, dude, here's the thing. And maybe, guys, rip on me if I'm wrong. I mean, I guess you guys will probably agree with me, but I don't know. But like, if your mentality is to sleep till 10:30 in the morning or 11 on a weekday, I don't know if that's the mindset that works
with getting
with
job
getting ahead or
task
like,
oriented.
Yeah. Now, like if you're already an independent, if you're independently wealthy and you're already, you've already killed it. Well, hell, sleep till noon. I don't care. I mean, that's up to you. And I don't care if you do now. Yeah. I mean, but I just, I mean, we sit here, we're talking about sales or something.
Yeah.
Dude. Like, you ever met anybody that's real good at sales that
sleeps till noon?
Yeah.
No.
I've seen a lot of people fail that do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and that's, and I mean, maybe that's a nasty thing to say, but I mean, I just don't, to me, it's kind of one and the same. Like, you got to get up, you got to get moving. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
But like in total, I probably spend 10 to 15 hours on content creation a day.
Yeah.
Or on like that's about
awesome.
right.
Related
in some way. I'd say closer to 15.
Yeah, how long were you out here tonight? A couple hour and a half.
Yeah. And then I was doing senior pictures before that, and then today I was making content for my stuff earlier. So like I do a lot.
And you're picking up contracts with schools and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just signed a contract with Benton County.
Yeah.
For their football season, so I'm going to be driving from Lexington on Friday nights. And,
wow! Okay.
And look at what an important role that is in these kids. I mean, how many of those parents are sharing those?
Yeah.
So basically, you're just doing that for the school for these people.
Yep.
Really, right?
Yep. And they've seen value in it. Like their ticket sales go up. Like it hypes people up.
Yeah.
And kids love it. Like it gets kids. Believe it or not, it's a form of recruiting. Like,
oh my God,
it's a legal form of recruiting as a sense. Like kids want that.
It keeps kids there.
Like,
dude.
Kids want that, and kids stay there.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
So now I could see these 6th graders being like, okay, I want to go to Benton County because that's dope.
Well, man, they're watching those hype videos and stuff. I mean, dude, that's huge.
And it's and it helps them get their name out there.
Sure, it does.
Right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely, it's become it's here.
Yeah, and I love it, dude.
And it's only going up, man.
Yeah,
I do too. I mean, hell, this is great. Yeah. The media nowadays is just tremendous. I think
I'm excited to see where it goes because I can't even imagine in 20 years what this is going to look like.
We were talking the other day. I was talking to the girl up the street. What do you think about? Where do you think Facebook's headed?
I think they're going virtual reality. I mean, they turned into that meta, and they're looking at the metaverse and the virtual reality part of it. But
and then, is that why you just saw everybody start making cartoon pictures like as their profile pic?
I don't know enough about that to put
it's like everybody's turning into an avatar.
Yeah, but it's sketchy. I saw an article. I don't know if it's fake or not, but I'm going to keep it to myself. But it sketched me out a little bit.
You're supposed to share it with the fat people. You need to share this with the fat people.
It's just like there's some weird vibes.
Nice conspiracy theory. You think
conspiracy of like some spying going on.
Well, think about like anytime they've done that several times. Where they'll come out with some trendy new thing.
Yeah.
But I mean. Everything you do almost anymore, you've almost got to build yourself a profile pic or an avatar or something, and it's like, man, this is all headed.
Yeah, I don't know. The metaverse scares me. The virtual reality scene scares me. Like I like doing life here. Like I don't want to do it like in a fake world.
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, like all these people I'm following saying it's the new thing, so I'm trying to get on top of it.
So when they say metaverse, right?
Yeah.
So basically, let's say that I wanted to put on some VR, a VR headset.
Yep.
Okay. and I wanted to sit in my house or however this is going to work. Let's take movement out of the play. But I decided that I wanted to live in China. I could just program that, and I would basically somebody out there with a computer has built China in the metaverse.
I believe so. Like I know people that some of my entrepreneur friends own real estate
in the metaverse,
and are selling it for like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I've heard how they're building these things in the metaverse.
Yeah.
So like let's say I want to live in Yellowstone.
Yep.
Somebody's going to build Yellowstone.
Yep.
And I can put that headset on, and everything I do is like I'm in Yellowstone, right?
Yeah. I personally don't believe in our lifetime it'll get where it's wanting to go. Like, I think it'll stay in this stage for a while.
Yeah.
But
Think where we come in the last 50, bro.
Yeah, I get that. But like I start thinking and I'm like, man, how does that even work? Like
Right.
how
That
do they
makes
make-
you tired thinking about that.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like
yeah,
I got so much energy put into this stuff I'm doing right now. Like I don't got time to worry about that.
I'm sure you know this probably more than me, but you go out in like California,
Yeah.
and probably 70% of that state is doing this type of work.
Yeah. So for example, when I went to Scottsdale, if I bring out my camera here, I get stares like crazy. People look at me like I'm an idiot. And like I brought my camera, my girlfriend to film me the first time, and there was people just acting all shady and weird. But in Scottsdale, when I was down there, it's like people asking me what my channel is and like wanting to subscribe.
Yeah, they know.
They know.
They say, yeah.
Like it's the thing.
I saw that in Yellowstone.
Then I'm like, okay, I want to move to Scottsdale because those people are cool.
Like, you'd be in a parking lot doing, we'd be filming Gibson, or you just take a family picture, and they'd say, and I'd say, yeah, sorry, we're taking a YouTube video. And, oh, what's your channel?
Yeah.
And it was like everybody was so cool about it. And then,
Oh, yeah.
and then you get here, and it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, we fought it for a
Oh,
year.
yeah.
But I think it's starting to change. Like I get a lot of messages from kids secretly wanting to do it, but are just terrified to do it in this area.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it's the same thing that happened to me. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
you guys know how it feels when your peers are constantly talking
Well,
about
I mean,
you.
that's there's a certain factor about it, and we even have it with this. Like you're putting yourself out there.
You're vulnerable.
And I mean, people could make fun of you,
And
or
especially where it's
whatever, you know.
different, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
honestly, like I think the moment I got the job with D, the YouTuber, it started to shift. Like people realize it's a real thing. You can do it in this
Yeah.
area, you
Yeah.
know.
Huh.
So,
Yeah.
but no, it's the same reason. Like kids don't want to get bullied, and I don't blame them. And
Well, no,
I have a lot of empathy for the bullies because realistically, they probably wish they could do the same thing.
exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's just the world we live in right now, and the area we live in.
Yeah, you're going to fight it no matter what.
Yeah.
There's no getting around that. I mean, because you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
You're giving yourself content there, you got something in their face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, and with the content comes criticism. Or,
Yeah.
That was what was kind of different about, local news, especially in paper form, was it was kind of enough news that they didn't have to really, like, they could claim, but you did it.
Yeah.
So they were just the source that told
Right.
you about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
when it's your content, it's your content.
Yeah. But guys, I'm telling you, there's nothing that's more freeing than just like being yourself. Like when you accept yourself and are just like, I'm just going to do it. There's nothing more like freeing.
Yeah.
Like I have no worries or concerns in the world anymore. And maybe it's because I've had some success now, but it's like, dude, I love it. So
I mean, we're that way too, dude. I mean, not much really. I mean, no offense anybody that we've offended, but we don't really spend a lot of time on
Worrying about
worrying
Right.
about it.
No.
Yeah.
well, the right people, when you're yourself, you'll have the right people attracted
Exactly.
to you.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Exactly.
want people that I'm not going to click with attracted to me anyway.
No.
So
What I
like,
don't understand is why, if you didn't like us or not, we really have never ran into that.
No, we really
yeah.
haven't. We haven't had.
You
a
guys
lot
are
of
good
criticism.
guys,
We haven't had a
man.
lot of criticism.
We will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably because we're just not doing enough of it.
I
or
told you,
something.
somebody got on Gibson's Instagram and just started raking his, and
Yeah.
I was like, shit, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
as a dad, you're like, I mean, I almost wanted to message the guy, but then I
Right.
realized I was like, and it was a guy,
like it was an older dude.
it was some
He was
guy,
a man, yeah.
and
Unbelievable, man.
and I didn't know if it was a bot or I was like. But I mean, I wanted to just really,
Yeah.
I wanted to go live with him and just,
I faced a lot. Yeah.
yeah.
I faced a lot of that when I played ball here. Like there was I don't know, Southeastern Ohio Preps. You guys familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Man, there's just 50, 40-year-old dudes
Trolls.
rolling their
Yeah.
running
I've
their
never
mouth on
understood
there.
that. Why do they think that's cool?
Yeah, like I was preparing for a sectional championship game and I was getting nothing but blasted on this website, and I'm
Yeah.
like, luckily I was a little mature and stuff, but as an 18-year-old kid preparing for the greatest game of his life, like that's hard to see.
How'd you like to be your dad?
Yeah,
sitting there watching somebody do that about their son.
My dad's so cool though.
Yeah, he is.
He won't say anything.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah, and he's not either. It's just he's really worked on it,
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing
you
about
ain't that guy either.
No, I'm not.
You gonna let him know how it is,
Well,
right?
I've tried. I struggle.
Well, I was telling you guys about when I walked in. I'm struggling right now with people pressing buttons.
Oh,
and I mean, it's just stressful right now. Yeah. But what are you going to do if somebody does that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, I look at, or what I try to do is get out of my own head.
Yeah.
And say, man, these guys that are on there saying that, I mean, those dudes are losers, man. Mm-hmm. They need to look at themselves.
And you got to have empathy for them.
And say, what am I doing, dude? Like, why am I on here criticizing high school kids?
Yeah. And what
I mean, and high school coaches and stuff like, dude, like, what, what are you doing, dude? I mean, like, why are you that unhappy in your own life or
do you
what?
see social channels like that? Do you see stuff like, do you see them getting censored in a way like, remember topics?
Yeah. I mean, you don't get censored anything. Like you see everything.
No, but I'm saying, I mean, they did away with that. Like there's a certain point.
Do you think there'll be a time when they start cracking down a little bit?
Well, I mean, yeah, I would think they would. I think they need to.
Yeah,
it's only.
Or now here's another take on this, baby, good or bad.
Yeah,
maybe we're all too sensitive.
So what I've started doing is it's helped me a lot, and I would suggest you guys try it. Okay. Is genuinely like when you see something like that, because I get hate comments all the time still.
Yeah.
So when I see something like that, I just automatically switch from anger to empathy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like I'm like, this person's going through a hard time. Life's hard. Right? Like life's,
and that's true.
Yeah, life's hard.
Great advice. I just wish I had that switch, bro.
Like life's hard. Life's hard. Their grandma might have died. Like they might have fell off their skateboard, broke their elbow. Like they're going through something, and they're just going to the internet to try to release some of that. So like I've just started being like, okay, you got an issue. I feel bad for you, but I'm not going to let it affect me.
It's really good advice, Kevin.
And do you find do you even respond, or do you just let it go?
I actually started responding, and this is my response to hate comments. I'm like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'll do my best to make it better next time. Hope you have a blessed day. That's like my...
What do they follow up with?
They usually like the message, and that's it.
Yeah. Really? I mean, what do you say? Yeah.
And I don't usually...
Shuts them down.
And honestly, usually I get a DM from them after. Yeah. And it's like, listen, I'm sorry. And it's usually they're going through a hard time.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, and they're like...
they're just pissed at the world.
And they're like, I actually really wish I could do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So... I'm like... Well, then you're an idiot because you just like blasted my socials.
That's like going in and farting in an interview.
Right.
That's pretty cool. That is maybe I need that. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give that a few days.
Yeah.
We're gonna try that.
Yeah. Then let me know how it goes.
I will. I'll let you know how that goes. From anger to empathy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
You think you can do that?
I'm trying, dude. I'm trying.
It amazes me.
I've been getting too worked up lately, man.
Me too.
I gotta settle down.
I don't know why. I don't know. I mean, I don't mean to do that.
I don't either. I don't know.
Isn't it amazing though how many of guys our age, in some form or fashion, have to medicate?
Oh God, yeah. I mean,
they're not doing that at your age yet. I hope.
No. Well, I mean, for other issues, but not for like.
But I mean, when I say medicate, I mean you might drink 2 glasses of wine every night. You might drink a glass of bourbon. You might smoke you one. You might you might be prescribed something that's doing the same thing as what we just talked about. I mean, I mean, all those things are something to kind of knock something off, and there's a bunch of people on it.
Now, we're living in an edgy world, dude.
Yeah. There's also a lot of natural ways to relieve that, though, that people just aren't educated about.
Yeah.
Like, I journal every day.
Okay.
So, like, that helps me.
How long have you been doing that?
I started...
You sound like Prater. You're like a men's health magazine.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't think that's what I was, like, brought on here to talk about.
No, that's awesome. How long have you been doing that?
Since about halfway through freshman year of college. I hit a really tough spot, and I started doing that.
And you found that therapeutic?
Yeah. it was very therapeutic for me. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, Caleb, man, we really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the hell out of this.
Obviously, we're going to have you back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
When are you taking off for school?
I take off August 18th, I believe. It's moving day.
And you will be taking off with our best wishes, and we look forward to following you there.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll be in touch with you guys because I want to be a part of this and help you guys out some.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I want to hear about here's what I want you to give me a good gauge on.
Okay.
Tell you a funny story. So I used to play ball down here all the time at Hillcrest. Britton Brown, Mike Turner, Cheese, Shane Compston, Willie Woodard, all those guys. You remember that? There used to be a ton of basketball guys down here.
Yeah.
And I wasn't any good at all, but I played a lot, and I made it. We had I sent all those guys a message not too long ago about just how fun of a time that was. Yeah. Steve Deering, Michael Keels, those guys, just a lot of basketball. Well, then I went to, and I was going to Hocking, and I lived at OU, and somehow, some way, I don't know how this happened, but I ended up really good friends with, you may have heard of him, Steve Esterkamp. He was the point guard at OU.
Sounds
for a
familiar,
while.
But yeah.
Him and Javon Harris and Sean McVicker, and most of those guys, they other than Vic, they all went overseas and played pro and everything.
Yeah.
Well, I went and I played in some rec league ball with them, like ping center basketball,
intramural or something.
Yeah. And dude, I mean, it was a different level,
like good level.
Listen, Todd Hellman, it wasn't like guarding you. I mean, and I love Todd, but I was used to all of us guys down here playing. Dude, I remember I was backpedaling one time, and this kid, he was 5'9", takes off from the foul line and two hands it on me.
Yeah,
and he lands in front of me. I'll never forget this. Lands down in front of me, and I was like, wow. I mean, all of this happened in what I felt like was a millisecond.
Yeah.
But two up and down the floor twice, and this guy dunks on me in what felt like 2 seconds. That's how fast it was. And he lands in front of me, and he looks up at me, and he flexes, and he says, "Why be a monkey whenever you can be an effing gorilla?" And I was like, "Dude, I get it. You're a savage." I mean, this guy's 5'9", two-handed it over.
It's a different level, man. When I play against non-college hoopers, it's different for me.
I'm anxious to see. You're getting ready to go. I want to know about the street ball. I assume there's an element of that where you're going. I mean, you're going to Wildcat country, bud.
Yeah, I mean, it's competitive.
You know how big UK basketball.
Oh my God!
I mean, that's the Ohio State football of basketball.
Oh yeah.
I'm
there in Indiana, dude.
I'm gonna get a little taste of that.
Be fun.
But that's gonna be fun. I get to play with dudes like that.
Yeah,
I get to pass on the ball, and then I get to see them dunk on people and flex on them.
Can you imagine how many facilities are probably over where you're going, like basketball facilities?
100%. The gym's crazy.
And we fight that so bad here.
Yeah.
I mean, so bad. You're getting ready to you're going to get exposed to a ton of basketball.
And I get to do what I love too. And there's a great balance.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're going to have a great time.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Hey, check out the new merch. Caleb Wallis, ladies and gentlemen. TC Entertainment.
CT Creative. Yeah.
CT Creative.
Check
him out. What else can they check out? Anything?
My YouTube channel, Caleb Wallis, and on my Instagram and all that.
All right. You got anything else, bud?
No, bud. We're here.
All right.
Check the merch.
Check the merch.
Like and subscribe.
See.